Peter Allen here at Macedon Valley Farm. It's August 20th, 2024, and I'm out here in the pasture with our chickens. I think we got some cows here watching us too. But I wanted to talk to you about our chickens because we do treat chickens quite differently than anywhere else I've seen. We raise them in these coops that we rotate through the pastures, but we leave them open. And what that allows them to do is graze, and chickens will peck at grass and clover, and they might eat a little bit of it, but that's not the big deal. For their chickens' diet, they're omnivores. They like to eat seeds like grains, and they like to eat insects. They're like a little Tyrannosaurus Rex to a grasshopper. And so we used to raise them in these pens, and we kept them pinned up, and we'd move them every day, and that worked okay, but you know, they really don't eat much of their diet from the land. It's good to have them outdoors. It's infinitely better than having them pinned up in a barn, in a crate. But they're really not eating much of their diet in those pens from the land. There's a few bugs in there they'll get, but it's fairly insignificant. They're getting most of their grain and they're getting most of their calories and their protein specifically from the grain bags. And when you're doing these broilers, you need to do high protein grain mixes. That means it's got a lot of soybeans in it for that protein. Well, these birds we stopped giving grain to completely a week ago, and before that we were doing a low protein grain mix, and even that we were only doing about half as much as we normally would. And what we've learned to do over the years is to time our batch of broilers to the emergence and peak of insect populations in the pastures. That's specifically crickets and grasshoppers. And so these guys, we time it so when they get out of the brooder and they get on pasture and they're big enough to start running around and being a little mini Tyrannosaurus, you know, that's when the insects are just coming online and they're all over the place. And so these guys have been pecking insects, hunting their entire lives. So this is a really unique situation here. You'll never find chicken raised this way in the store. I don't really know hardly anybody else that does chicken this way. So it's a really unique situation where you've got chickens living in a way much closer to how they evolved and actually able to eat a significant part of their diet from the ecosystem. I mean, they're eating insects for their protein. So these guys are gonna have a really healthy fat profile. We've got them going to slaughter here in just a couple of days. So this is about as big as they get. We've got a mix of Cornish Cross and Freedom Rangers, and you can see the Cornish Cross are outranging pretty much just as much as the Freedom Rangers. Oh, good morning, pigs. They're just waking up and going out to start grazing for the morning too. You can see that fence there between the two is a regular electro net. The pigs can't come in. I don't want them eating the chickens' food or water, messing with them. But the chickens can go back there. So actually the chickens spend quite a bit of time in the pig pasture with the pigs. You can see a group of chickens down there on the other side of the pigs. They spend quite a bit of time in there grazing together. So they've got this actual whole field to graze in. They're kind of crowded around here now because they're hoping that I'm going to bring them some grain, which I'm not going to. They're done eating grain. They can just eat bugs. So anyway, this is about the healthiest chicken you're ever going to get. This chicken's only available to our Meat CSA subscribers. We don't sell chicken independently. Like, you can't just buy chicken from us, but it's available only to our meat subscribers. So anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. It's a beautiful day here in the valley. Everyone's happy. It's nice and cool for an August morning. And yeah, these animals are all gonna have a good day. So I hope you guys have a good day too.